Hello and welcome to the Good Banter podcast with Tommy Siegert and Evan Hocking. It is Evo here, and I just want to say a quick thank you for tuning in. But before you have a listen and we get right into the pod, I just want to let you know things have obviously gone to shit in Melbourne. So during the pod, if it seems like we don't discuss the elephant in the room, the reason is because the elephant's not in the room yet. We recorded last Wednesday, so that was just before things went down the shitter in Melbourne. So the podcast, we don't really mention what's happening with the lockdown. So, but still, enjoy the podcast. I hope everyone's doing all right in Melbourne. Sit back, relax, and enjoy some good banter.
That is good banter.
Good to go. Testing
buddy.
And hello and welcome to episode 37 of the Good Banter podcast. And whoo, here we go again.
We're
what
back
a week.
on the arse couch, mate.
We are back on the Did we mention that last week?
Well, no, we didn't mention it last week, but someone hit us up. Or you said
I
the
noticed
couch
that,
looks like an arse.
And you can note, you don't have to really go to the video. You can just have a look at the pic.
Yeah.
It looks like a sort of an anus in between us.
It does. It
in
looks
the
like
couch,
if you
which
really
is,
wanted to get into it, you
Really,
could get into it.
really get in there.
So
Really-
I put the poll up on the Instagram, the Good Banter podcast
A
Instagram.
poll?
Yeah, so on Instagram, you're on Instagram as Tom Siegert. How many photos? You don't even know you.
I don't even know how to get onto it. Someone, as I think we've discussed earlier,
Yeah.
some little pissed bloke at a footy club set my Instagram account up once and got no idea how to get into it, unfortunately. But it's
So
there.
I don't know why I do it, but I always tag you
Good.
in posts that I do for Good Banter. So if you ever get that thing going, you're gonna have to take a year off work to fucking scroll through everything. And
Because there's some gold. I bet there's some gold. If there sounds like, so what was the
yeah, so the arse thing. So the poll was, I put it up and said, "Does Tommy's couch look like an arse?"
look like an asshole?
And I thought, to be honest, I was a little shocked. There was 95% said yes.
Yep.
It looks like an arse. And
Who would not think that looked like an ass? Someone who hasn't seen an ass.
do you know who it
arsehole.
was?
Well, you know the following's not great when you can start naming people. No, who said no?
No, well, it was your wife. She said it doesn't look like an arse.
Well, she picked the couch. That's why.
Although I'm
Did
not.
she really? Is that true?
Yeah. Because
Oh,
I've
jeepers.
almost gone, who the hell does not think this looks like an arse? And then going, yeah.
Okay.
And Tam said no. But
No.
she said maybe it's, and I must admit though, I will take an arse couch at the moment because I have mentioned like when we threw out all our furniture at the old joint, we still
Yep.
don't have a couch in the new joint. So I love coming to your house and sitting on the arse couch because I don't get to sit. I either sit on a camp chair or just an old shitty fucking chair at the table.
Well, normally when you throw something out, it should be part of the plan to have something to replace it. So if you throw your couch out, you should. I would have thought you would have had a couch there ready to go, or at least on order. But you've just thrown your couch out with no plan. Just
Well, remember what happened
like you
was
threw
because
it out.
we threw it out before the tenant was out of the thing, and because we thought we could get in, and then we couldn't get into the house, so we threw out our furniture. Remember that little?
I do
saga?
remember that, but it still doesn't mean a couch would have magically appeared.
No, that's true.
You're
It's
still-
not- well, we're
you're
gonna
still
get
couchless.
one off me brother.
Ah,
so
nice.
things have
He's
sort
got a
of
good couch.
He's got a good couch.
Well, I hope
It's
he's
just,
not.
We
It's
don't
not
have a
robbing
van.
Peter to pay Paul, and then he doesn't have a fucking couch.
No, he's downstairs. He's got a fucking 35 bedroom fucking mansion in Airport West. He's got 50 couches.
Footy money, eh?
Yeah,
Oh, wouldn't you love it?
Oh, yeah, baby. Wouldn't you love just rolling in AFL coin
What would you
back
do?
in the day?
Buy excess couches. That's what I'd do.
A lot of couches.
Couches for the whole family.
So we're getting a pool couch off me brother. So maybe on the weekend I organise it and we get the couch. Although there's just other shit going on, Tommy. We're
Mate.
going up to bloody Port Douglas to hopefully tie the fucking knot.
You've got your big wedding coming up, but as today and this this is probably going to be slightly dated. And
So we're
old
recording
news,
the Wednesday before this comes out. So
and we've just had 7 cases. And fair to say, speaking of your Evan Sphincter's looking like the side of our couch.
well, I reckon it's a little tighter than the fucking ass couch.
That's a fairly loose,
It's a loose ass
So,
on the couch.
Yeah, so, and you're trying not to ask too many questions about it, but geez, you must be getting nervous. This is take 2
Take
for the
2.
wedding, and fuck, we are on a knife's edge at the moment, Victoria. It's a shame. I've got a personally, it's not all about me, but I've got a big weekend of gigs coming up. They're a chance of getting cancelled. You've got
Well,
a
I
fucking
hope you
wedding
get some
coming up.
cancelled. I've done nothing but cancel gigs for the last 2 months, so
bloody
no,
nightmare.
fucking don't cancel, please. Just
let us come and
get
perform.
through it. And the worst thing is, because last night, so we're probably, as we speak now, we're sort of 3.5 weeks away. This time when we're recording, this time in 2 weeks, I'll be flying out to Port Douglas. I'll be there. I'll be hopefully sitting in a pub with a few of my groomsmen, just having a few 4Xs or Great Northerns, and so last night we've chatted to the wedding photographer over Zoom. We've worked out what we're going to do.
You wouldn't have had a care in the world last night because all this shit's happened today.
I did. I mean, Kristen sort of said, "Oh, hopefully it goes ahead," and I'm like, "Fuck, this is happening. This is happening." And so we did that. I went through the song list for our muso, Dave Cook. I even picked, he's going to learn a song for our first dance.
Is he?
Yep.
Oh,
he's a good man. What song do you reckon I went?
That's
a tough one. There's a lot of songs in the world.
There's a lot of, yeah.
If you get this, Tommy.
Really put me on the spot there.
Yeah.
Something. So who give me a clue. Who had more say, you or Kristen?
Well, Kristen has picked, we've got 2 musos at the wedding.
Okay.
So there's one as she walks down the aisle.
Yep.
He's going to play a song. What song do you
Oh, mate, I wouldn't have a fucking clue.
No, so he's going to play All My Life I pray for someone like you, and I do.
I don't know that song.
Oh, it's All My Life by KC and JoJo or something.
Never heard of it.
It's not really my song either, mate.
No. But I'm sure it'd be nice when they...
It's great when I'll be
do
standing there.
Better job than yourself, I'm sure.
Yeah, I hope Matty. Oh, we saw Matty Boy the muso, and he's got quite the voice. He's actually a fair old piece, actually.
Is he?
Yeah, I reckon a few of the girls, once he gets singing, will get a little.
Jeez, you'd have to do well as a good-looking single wedding singer. Would nearly be.
I don't know if he's single. I think he might be married, but you can
Okay.
still a bit of eye candy, and
Yeah,
it would be nice
yeah.
if you're banging out a few tunes. Tickling the Ivories.
Tickling the Ivories.
That's the
I
piano.
think he's taking his piano around.
No, it's way too fucking big. Not the grand piano. So he's going to be singing that, and then I got to choose either. I wanted maybe as I walk in, I was thinking Cookie could play Never Had So Much Fun by Friends Were On.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Well, traditionally, you don't get a song for that. You're just there when everyone arrives.
That's right.
Although you can play whatever you want because
I think we're just going to play it off the iPad.
You'll be there by yourself. When you get there, no one else is there, really.
Oh, no, sorry. That's at the reception.
Okay.
When the bridal party came in. What did you
yep.
do at your wedding? What songs did you have? Or
we had
been AC/DC or Jimmy Barnes?
No, we had a song from it was a Dawson's Creek song.
Oh,
It's a beautiful song, actually.
It's a lovely
but
song.
Tammy came down the aisle to that. But not a dry eye in the, not a dry armpit in the room. It was fucking about 55
hot.
degrees. It was the heat. I think it was 43.
I don't want to wait
No.
for our lives to be over.
No,
Not
it wasn't
that one.
Wasn't the theme song.
Okay.
It was I don't know, but it was a classic. It was a classic, and but it was hot. Jeez, she was hot. She was real hot. And I always remember, because it was 2010, not long after the drawn grand final, because I worked that into my
Speech.
not just a speech, into my what do you call it?
You didn't wear a Collingwood tie or something.
No. You know when you
vows.
into my vows, yeah.
Do you know any words?
Vows. So I had, because it was for better, for worse, for sickness and health, and I said for wins, losses, and don't forget about draws, and that got a big laugh because it was
very
topical. Everyone, a lot of Pies fans there. It was
great. Love the
got a
Pies.
good laugh.
Go Pies.
It was all about.
Well, that's good, mate. Well done. So, so fingers crossed we can make it happen.
Absolutely. Fingers are crossed. And
Yeah,
so what else has been happening? You've had a lot of gigs cancelled? So
had a lot of gigs cancelled.
You're not getting out there?
I'm fucking not doing anything, mate. I've retired as a fucking comedian. I've clocked off. I was thinking today, before I heard all this shit, like I had clocked off. I was in holiday mode. You know when you get in holiday mode,
there's nothing better.
And you're at work and you're not even thinking about work. Like if you were using a drop saw or something like that, you're a fair chance of cutting your fucking hand off because you're not thinking about it. You're just thinking of sipping pina. Like I shouldn't probably even be here, mate. Or maybe instead of the spag bowl you cooked up, maybe get me a pina colada.
Yeah, you're right.
Because I'm in far north Queensland mode, mate.
Yeah, it's a little way off yet though. Still got a few things to do. I wouldn't get too fucking relaxed, but
I know.
But fortunately a few have had some cancelled gigs, but I had a couple go ahead and tell me if this is odd. And at the time I thought this is a bit odd, but it wasn't until I was driving home from this gig that I thought,
where were you?
So I was out at Panton Hill Footy Club. Panton Hill. Actually,
it's a beautiful.
The locals kept saying it's Panton. It's because I was going Panton.
Yeah, you sort of.
It's either or, but
well, it's not really.
No, but it's but it was a great little gig. I did it a few years back. It's in this little hall right next to the ground. It's a luncheon. 95% blokes, but good sort of. It's city, half between city and country.
They sort of seem like they've got a bit of cash out there.
Yeah, they do.
But they're a bit yobbo-y because they've all got open fires and they're wearing blunnies and your RM Williams and they sort of got 4-wheel drives and maybe they slap the missus around a bit. I don't know.
The vibe. And the moment I walked through the door, this guy that was working behind the bar, there was a big picture, and it's over there. He'd drawn a caricature of me, and it was a bloody
dead ringer,
it's
mate.
an absolute bloody ripper. So that doesn't happen
you at
every
your
day.
wedding. Yeah, that fucking red in it.
So that it is a bit. Look, if I got one complaint, it is a little pink. It is a little pink, but besides that, he's absolutely nailed it. So that's a bit of a buzz. Walking into a gig and someone hands you that, so I'm like, this is going to be good. Good folk. Gig went great. Everyone laughed in all the right places. Great food, really good food.
Okay, what was the spread? I always love a bit of a spread story.
Well, there used to always be, I reckon footy clubs are lifting their game. It used to be party pies, sausage rolls, that sort of shit. This was lamb chops.
What are we?
This was
5-year-old kids? Lamb chops?
There was lamb chop, like those little cutlets.
It's probably
cutlet?
one of the boys might own a farm or something. A few people out there might have a farm.
They were sponsored by a catering company. So,
that fucking helps.
So, so great spread, and the catering companies they've done it real tough over the last 18 months. So they're pumped to get the business going. So great food. Campbell Brown got up. He's one of my favourites.
Your mate.
My mate.
He loves you.
Campbell Brown.
Best mates.
Me and him really hit it off.
Did he have a tip like last time?
He did have a tip because he had his horse racing that night. And I didn't check. He got everyone to put the money on it, but I didn't check. Unlike the last time.
He came in like the...
he was gone by the time the results came in. Whereas last time he got the whole place to watch the race on their phones.
Did he have something else on? Because the AFL footballers, they always seem like they got fucking 35 gigs on.
No, he lived up the road. So he was getting on the cans and he was catching a cab home. And he said, this would be good for me to meet the locals. I don't know any locals.
In Panton.
So everyone was loving him. And I got up and I had to leave pretty quick afterwards because I had to be down at it's just past Geelong.
Burnside?
Drysdale.
The
Drysdale Lawn Bowls Club.
Oh, mate, they are fucking rockers down there, mate.
I've
been there before, and
not
they
until you've done
pump.
that. You haven't done that, haven't you?
No,
you haven't. I thought you maybe had because they had. Anyway, so I've got to go in about 5 minutes, and all of a sudden they've said, "Can you auction a few items?"
Oh.
And I've been in the game long enough to know that
when
a
they
few
say
items
a few, it's not 5.
You're probably looking around the 30, 40 items. So we are auctioning off anything that's not fucking bolted down.
They tried to auction off Campbell Brown before he fucking
like people are just walking up with bottles of red and auction this, and everyone's
ship
pissed.
Your pants, can I
they're
sell those?
selling it, and they're making an absolute killing. And what I do quite often at my gig, if I've had a gig that's gone well, because I wrote a book, the
you
Suburban
did,
Footballer.
mate. I did read it.
And what I do is at the end of the
break.
night, I auction off one of my books, and I say I'll personally sign it. And I had one go for $900 once.
Well, clearly
it's
that
just
person's
become a
got issues.
Absolute regret, I've no doubt.
Yeah,
and,
I'm sure his wife, when he woke up in the morning, what, you paid fucking $900 for a book that a 5-year-old kid can read in 10 minutes.
And then I feel bad because, like, on that night, a guy bought it for $900, and it was going to a charity. But then people were coming up going, "Can I get a book?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I sell it to him for $20, which is fucking poor bloke that paid the $900.
He must have had it.
But anyway, so I've this. Not quite as it was never going to go for 900. This was going to the club, so we're at 50, 100, 150, 160, 170, and I'm holding my book up and going, all right, I think we're gone. 170 going once, 170 going twice, and there was a bloke, real rough bloke, rough as guts. He was sitting at a table. He had nothing to do with the footy club because people sort of you get tables together.
Yeah.
So he's obviously invited a mate from work or something. This guy was fucking rough as guts.
Beard? Did he have a beard? Mustache?
No.
What did he look like?
No. He had tats all over him. He looked a bit, definitely drugs, but I'll get to that later.
Bikey.
And then he's gone, I'll give you 200 if you rub your dick and balls on the book. And it got a big laugh.
Do it for free. Just watch the paper cuts.
Yeah, it got a big laugh from the crowd, and I said, mate, joke's on you. I rub my dick and balls on all the books. That got a laugh. And then I said, all right, seriously, mate, we're on 170 over here. And he goes, no, seriously, I'll pay $200 if you rub your dick and balls.
Well, I guess if you are a bit of an outsider, that's a good way to either engross yourself with the club or just fucking
and it was sort of
really ostracise yourself.
Certainly it didn't get as big a laugh the second time he said it, and he just kept at me, mate, $200, rub your dick and balls. And I said, mate, do you really want to buy the book? Because we've got to keep moving. We've got lots of things to auction. He goes, $200, dick and balls. And I'm like, mate, all right, $200. And
yeah,
the guys,
hoping he doesn't buy too much more shit.
And the president was hot on it. Anyone that made a sale, by the time the hand had even come down from the last bid, he was there with his little FPOS machine, getting the money. So this guy's put his hand down, and he's paid $200 for my book. This bloke. Okay, happy days. Auction the last couple of items, and anyway, so I'm quickly going to show's over, going to collect my money, and this bloke's bailed me up with his book, and he's going, mate, are you gonna rub your dick and balls on my book?
What are you starting to get a bit? All right, this is getting a little bit stalkerish. This is getting a little bit like, oh, he's going to take me into the car park
he was
and
a rough
force me.
Yeah, he was getting quite
to dick and ball.
Quite force. Yeah, he sort of, the joke wasn't there anymore. He's like, mate, because before I got the sense he was showing off to his mates, but his mates weren't there anymore, so it was just him and me. And then he's going, mate, you said you'd rub your dick and balls on me book. And I was like, mate, I'm not rubbing me dick and balls
which page, mate?
On your fucking book, mate. And he's at me, and I said, what's that down your hand? And he had a tattoo, and this is just to paint the picture of the bloke. So he had on your forearm, some people, it just say if you
words,
if you've, a lot of people have put their kids' names there, someone that's lost someone close to them.
Yep.
He had bags written there, as in bags of cocaine.
Bags of coke, or he's not a baggage handler. Or
no,
anything,
it was
he's
bags.
Not just real passionate about.
And he's
bags.
going, oh mate, bags. That's what I love. You don't need fucking kids. I don't want kids. And I'm like, mate, I think it's a good thing you don't have kids. And then he pulled his top up, and he had a big over his heart. And this isn't a word of a lie. He had a tattoo of a red Mitsubishi ecstasy tablet over his heart. Give you some idea of what I'm dealing with here. So I'm starting to think I wouldn't mind losing.
So he's off chops.
He's off chops, and he's at me, dick and balls. And I said, mate, I'm not rubbing me dick and balls on your fucking book, mate. So I've walked off on him, and I've gone to the president. I've said, mate, can I get my money? I've got to get out of here. And I could see the guy.
Can you rub your dick and balls on his book? Like, I've got to get to another gig, mate. Come
on the book, and then because I lost this bloke, he was very easy to lose because it was a bit of a crowd and it didn't take. I think he was a bit disorientated, so I've sort of snuck. I'm in the corner, get my money from the president.
Great.
I said, mate, I got a bail. I can see this guy looking for me. He's
going,
fuck, dick and balls. He's
still saying it.
No.
Oh no, you've just called him.
Yeah, but he's just. But he was looking for me for this dick and balls. It was like his joke, and I don't want to paint the picture that this is the. Like this wasn't a fair reflection of the event. Like
No.
And this guy was a nice enough bloke until this dick and balls thing came up. And then an air run at the day was lovely. And I had to get out of there. And this guy was, I got up on this stage and he was looking for me to do the dick and ball. And I thought, because we see such weird shit doing stand-up comedy, and we get weird shit yelled out and weird stuff happens. And it wasn't until I was in the car driving home I thought, that is not normal behaviour.
I don't think it is. Like, I've showered with guys nude. I've, during football, every now and then you'll maybe comment on a bloke's package. You go, Jesus, you're having a big day. Tommy, you're bloody looking good, mate. Jeez, that's a nice looking cock. But I don't know. I'm not right into literature either, so I haven't read many books. But I don't know. Are there any people out there who do read novels?
Does it make a difference?
I mean,
if
does the author, does it make it more, is that what people are doing? Is the librarian, are they doing that? Is that what happens in the library?
If you met Stephen King, you wouldn't ask him to rub his dick and balls.
It depends how big a fan you are, I guess.
It just seemed a bit odd for me. And I'm
a little
sure
odd.
It was, but anyway, it's it happened. I didn't end up having to do it, so it was all good. But this guy was adamant that $200 was dick and balls was part of the deal. But no deal. I said no deal.
No deal. You've you've put the crossed arms up, and you're not getting the dick and balls.
Not happening.
All over my book. It's not worth it. But but
I did get on the road, and I got down to Drysdale.
Did you sell any books down Drysdale?
A lot of books down Drysdale.
Okay. Was there any dick and ball action down there, mate?
No dick and ball. Just that was really good fun.
The lawn bowlers. You find when you go to the lawn bowl sort of.
It's a much younger.
Did
crowd
they
than I
have
expected.
the trough in the lawn bowl toilet? For the oldies, where I think their flow's not right. So you go into like RSLs or lawn bowl joints sometimes, and instead of just a regular trough, there's like a massive dish to catch all the urine that I think from the dodgy prostates.
Not just when you stand on the mesh.
No,
is it?
No, that's
So
like a full on Fuck, I'll have to get a picture of it or something.
I've never seen that, and I've been to quite a few lawn.
Yeah.
But wouldn't they just have the mesh? Because I know there's the ones that you stand on those metal bars, and so if you piss, even if it goes almost behind you, but it's still going in.
It's still going in. You're pissing all over your shoes, but that's fine.
You separate your legs.
No, these are, it's like the trough. The trough, but it's a big trough, and it sort of comes out. I am not explaining this well because clearly you have.
So does it go all the way to the ground?
No,
okay.
It's like you can imagine like a horse eating out of it, like a horse feed thing. Yeah, they've got those for the old codgers.
I just thought that was a pretty standard sort of trough, wasn't it?
No. Like it's massive though. It's massive.
No, I haven't seen that. No.
Maybe it's not that big. Maybe it's maybe I got to start rubbing my dick and balls on shit because I'm weird.
That's it's interesting. No, I haven't seen.
Okay.
Those, Evan, but one thing did happen down at we'll cut that out. It keeps the listeners thinking.
It does.
That's what we're here for. But one thing did happen down there, and this has happened to me a couple of times before. So talking to them on the phone, and this is absolutely ripping people. It was a great night, great crowd, aged between 10 and 96.
10.
There was a 10-year-old there. There was a 90. He was 94-year-old there.
That's good.
Great age group. They enjoyed it. I'm pretty sure they didn't understand or couldn't hear a fucking word I was saying, but they were lovely, lovely folk. They smiled, and anyway, so I've taken my own gear as I often do to make sure. Take my sound system because sometimes you got to take your own sound system because if you rely on the venue or the footy club to have the sound system, they just it'll be one of the players' DJ gear or just a bloody
1 meter length cord into a mic into a fucking little tinny speaker,
or you can't move, or you
can't move it,
feedback, or so I've set up. It takes me a good half an hour to set up, I reckon. Half an hour to 45 to set up because you're normally chatting with people. And anyway, I set all my stuff up, got the backdrop, set it up, and people always offer, do you need a hand? No, all good. I always refuse
easier.
It is easier to do it yourself because then they bring it in, they pop it somewhere else. And you're like, where's my fucking
what are you putting
leads?
There, you dickhead?
So I do it all myself. Gig went great. Packed up. Everyone going, do you need help? No, I'm all good. So I pack it up. In total, probably over an hour. Pack up, set up, getting the I always come out and do one last check to make sure I didn't
Yes.
leave anything, whether it's a little cord or a double adapter. I just do one last look at the joint. As I'm doing a look at the joint, a bloke's up standing at the bar
It's that bloke looking for you.
with going cock and balls.
Dick and balls.
I said,
dick
oh,
and balls.
shit.
He's
He's followed
fucking
me.
written down there.
There's a guy at the bar running a coin tossing competition
Oh.
with a microphone, roaming mic, crystal clear sound.
Oh, you're fucking kidding me.
Perfect sound.
I didn't think of bringing that up.
That's what I didn't say it because they were the most lovely people I've ever met. But I was like, couldn't have fucking mentioned that.
Tommy's got a hernia popping out his bloody groin.
So I played footy that
Jesus.
morning. My fingers are fucked. My hammies are fucked.
It's gone fat again, that finger.
It's permanently
That is
fat.
fucked, mate.
It's a bit purple. It's facing the wrong direction
Jesus
a bit.
Christ, it looks like a water balloon.
I can't bend it.
Oh.
So it wasn't easy carrying this shit out. The one other time that happened, I'll never forget it. I think it was Warrigal Footy Club, second floor. I did carried it up, set it up, packed it up, went up to collect my money, and there's a guy with probably the best sound system I've ever heard, just addressing the crowd. And I grabbed it off him and I said, any chance this cockhead could have fucking mentioned his sound system before I started bringing this shit up the stairs? And it got a big laugh, and I was like, fuck yes, and everyone cheered.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, so if you do see a comedian, if you are having an event, if you see them dragging speakers in, and you do have a perfectly good sound system, just say something. Just say something.
Maybe give this a go, because sometimes they do say, "Oh, we've got a sound system," and then you hear it, and it's like
shit.
it's like you're speaking in Chinese or something.
Yeah, and we'll tell you if it's shit.
I don't think we fucking need this shit.
But
This
I tell
is
you
no
what,
good.
is there anything better than if a venue, my venue Saturday night's gig had it, and is there anything better than just having? Oh, want to try our sound system? You pull it out, crystal clear. All of a sudden, 45 minutes spare. At the end of the night, you don't have to pack up.
Oh, isn't that great when the no
good
pack
times.
up? Because there's nothing worse, especially when you do gigs with other comedians, and it's almost like their job's done. And
Yeah.
see you later. 45 minutes later, you're just putting your sound gear in the car, going, "Fuck me."
Yeah, sound system
This
is
is
so important. So important.
It is.
So
It's great.
So anything else?
Well, I've got some stuff now. I have promised over.
I've been waiting for
We've
this.
got some emails that have come in to really good banter at gmail.com. So get around that. We will get back to you, even if it is a month or 3 months later. Oh, and I've got another one.
Be patient.
Be patient. Be patient. So this has come in from a bloke by the name of Johnny.
Johnny, do we know I know Johnny? Is he one of those listeners that we don't know?
No, I know Johnny, but I won't mention his last name. I won't mention his last name, but he said, hello, boys. Now, this is from
Johnny.
This is from the 12th of June.
Okay,
So we're right on fucking top of things here. I heard you discussing going parking when you were still living at home. So that was that. That was a long time ago when you're trying to get a bit of action in the bed and you can't because your brother's on the top bunk or whatever. But when I was a young punk, I took a bird parking down at the Eastern Gardens in Geelong, overlooking Corio Bay.
Beautiful.
Now, he said it was a place renowned for window fogging.
Okay.
So you know that one where, it gets a little hot and heavy and you just see the hands or the arse crack.
Oh, yeah.
Just going up. And what I have found, now I'm down in Mornington, do you find this? You can do whatever you want. People just drive down and look out at the water. And but you can do that at a beach, but you can't really do that anywhere else. Otherwise, you look fucking dodgy, don't you?
You pull up to the side of a footy field?
Sort of a footy field, you can do that. But you can't really do it in a park or...
And just overlook
You wouldn't just overlook grass. That looks a bit dodgy, doesn't it?
Or if you and I just went and parked in front of a kid's play...
I mean, that's definitely dodgy.
Just sit there watching kids.
But we did our podcast a while ago.
That was looking at the ocean.
That was looking out
you're
at
right.
the ocean.
People don't ask questions.
No one asks questions at all. And you could do whatever looking out over the ocean. That guy's pulling himself. Goes, it's good he's enjoying nature.
So is that the end of his email?
No. That was me just adding absolutely irrelevant shit. But an event happened there one night.
Here we go.
I'll never forget. Whilst parking in my Ford Laser in the early 90s.
Does that still make lasers?
That I don't think they do. Well, Ford's not in Geelong anymore. Ford's fucked. But the old Ford Laser, you used to see them everywhere.
Classic.
The Holden
Sister had
Barina, the old Ford Laser, the Festivo, the bloody good stuff. In the early 90s, I glanced out the passenger window and saw something moving that looked a little bit like a Labrador dog looking in.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. On second glance, I realised it was a guy with a tan-coloured balaclava.
Oh, no.
He had a tan-coloured balaclava on, watching us presumably choking the dolphin. Jeez, have you ever heard it called choking the dolphin?
I just can't see what that's a metaphor for.
Well, choking the dolphin's obviously...
But what's the dolphin? Is he choking the dolphin or is she choking the dolphin?
No, the guy in the tan-coloured balaclava's choking the dolphin.
He was choking the dolphin.
He's choking the dolphin.
Okay.
He's got the...
Okay.
You've got to be pretty horny to fucking look at people in a car and start, as you say, choking the dolphin.
Maybe it's the just the risk element of it. Of getting caught. Maybe
some people like that shit, don't you? I'm not much like that. I'm just like, fucking keep it in the bedroom.
I'm a bit lazy.
Fucking, I'm very lazy. Let's get under the covers. I don't want anyone to see my white ass. Anyway, I shit myself, started screaming, and he ran away. I never parked again after that and ensured all action was done in the privacy of a house.
Smart move.
And he says, I wonder where that guy is now. Early 90s, so he'd maybe be in his 20s or 30s.
Like an early mid-20s.
60s. He's probably in jail. Actually, he's on a sex offenders list at the very least.
Yeah.
I think so.
Anyway, well, hopefully it was just a one-off and he realised it wasn't for him.
It's not for him.
Cleaned up his life. And
definitely could probably go the black balaclava, not the fucking tan coloured. It's just fucking ridiculous.
Oh, it looks awful.
It's crazy. And we had another one hit us up. Bit of fact...
Oh, a bit of fuck checking.
But not from Dills. No, it was
What?
from, we copped a couple. I copped one from me brother who said in episode 35, we, the red-headed bloke who got knocked out in the grand final by Dangerfield.
Oh, yeah.
Floston.
Floston.
Floston. And
episode 5, 35.
35.
Yeah,
I said 35, didn't I?
Did you? I don't know.
I think I did. I just cut the 3 off.
Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah,
And
jeez, we should have got that.
oh, mate, we missed a massive, because you always do your numbers. What fucking number do you reckon Nathan Broad wears?
35.
35!
Ah, Broady. My mate.
Yeah, your mate. You're
mate,
best
Broady.
mate. You don't even know. I bet you know what Campbell Brown wears. But
Although, look, I don't mean to, what's the opposite to pissing in your own pocket? Don't mean to drag myself down, but I tell you what, since that gig, fucking Richmond have not looked too good since I did that.
You are not the different. You're the curse, mate. You're the curse. So look out. Where were you?
They're going to have to get me down there and somehow reverse it.
Well, the Drysdale Bowls Club, they're gone down the fucking shitter as well.
They're going to have to get me down there and get Clanger just to actually beat the shit out of me in front of the entire playing group to try and reverse that curse. But
that was fucked.
And they've got Brisbane this week. It could almost be curtains
if
they don't lose to
be.
Brisbane.
Yeah, they're
look, I like having them there, Richmond. They're good blokes. It's good to have I like having the defending champs in the running. I think it adds a bit of excitement, whether it's the NBA or whether it's the boxing. I like having the defending champ there.
Yeah, well, I heard something today they were talking about on the radio. Like, Richmond is still thereabouts. They're still dangerous.
Oh, they're dangerous.
What they're saying, though, is like they were saying that Hawthorn's fucked. Like, remember Hawthorn? Even
that was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago. Well, it wasn't that long ago. Well, it was early this century. No.
Yeah.
2010.
Well, I've got pretty much no one on the list from that.
No, they're pretty fucked.
From their glory days.
No. But that was sort of their last premiership was 2015. That's not that long ago. But they were still thereabouts for a few years.
They were.
They
were.
Rebuild, but now they're fucked. Yeah, but Richmond is still there.
Well, they're not as bad as losing 4 straight, like losing St Kilda and Collingwood and
No, you are the curse.
I'm the curse.
You are the curse.
Like really good blokes. Number 35, Nathan
Broady.
They're in good hands.
That's good. So yeah, mate. That's
is that it?
Oregon. That's it.
That's is that episode 30? What was it?
36.
Swanee.
In
the bag. In the bag. All right. So episode 36. You little beauty, by the time you hear this, I reckon we'll know whether Evan's wedding is on or off.
On or off. Fuck
bloody
me.
cross
Pray
your
for
fingers,
me.
pray
Cross
for
your dicks,
Evan.
Rub your dick and balls
This
on a
is-
book.
Nervous
Whatever it
times.
does.
'Cause I don't think
Ah,
they've got another take
fucked.
in them. This is take 2. There's
Yeah.
no plan B.
That's fucking over.
Good luck, Evan. Good luck, Kristen.
Yep.
Whew.
And get on the Good Banter Instagram. Get on the YouTube.
Tell your friends. Tell
Tell
your
your
foes.
Tell your foes. Yeah, get around it. And subscribe to the pod. Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Pops up when you do that. Get on the YouTube and check out the Ass Couch. You got to love it.
Check out the little sweet little
Check out the
sphincter
sweet little sphincter.
between Ivan and my good self.
Oh, yeah.
Little arsehole.
Don't smell a bit. So,
All right.
yeah, but that was another episode of Good Banter.
Oh,
Good Banter.
That's a good banter.